Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. It will surprise you to know exactly what they go on here and now. Now, our brother they talk, he say where Americans have a hand in the annulment of the June 12th and the death of MKO Abiola. Now, Chuks, okay, Akunna, now they talk this matter. He say American get hand put. He was a guest on AIT, and now we take talk this matter. He said the thing not just happen. Say Nigerian government not get balls enough. They not fit just do am. Okay, say so. They not fit just do am. Like I say they get reason why they do what they do. Say they no want such a person. They say our administration. Our government does not just go on like that. If person no want, if the other people never join hand put. He talk plenty things. So we say, may we let you know. My wonderful people, today na good deal. No worry, it go better. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. You see, Americans had a hand in the annulment of June 12 and the death of MKO Abiola Chuks Akunna reveal. Amidst the ongoing public uproar that has greeted the reported phone conversation between the United States government and the Nigerian's president-elect, Asiwaju Ãmêr Bola Tinubu, veteran journalist and public affairs communicator Chuks Akunna has accused America of being complicit in some of the most horrendous crimes committed against African countries for the sake of preserving its personal interest and foreign policies in the continent. While analyzing the conversation between the United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Asiwaju Ãmêr Bola Tinubu on the program on Thursday, Akinmu, who is the executive director of the authority newspaper, argued that the U.S. had never been interested in Nigerian democratic growth because it plays a key role in not only in famous annulment of the June 12, 1993 election, but also in the mysterious death of the winner of that election, Chief MKO Abiola. Going further, the veteran journalists recall how the Ronald Reagan administration welcomed Samuel Doe with open hands after the letter had been carried out. What has been described as a blood coup in the Libya's history. He said, I recall clearly when a man who had served the interests of the West Chief MKO Abiola decided to run for president in Nigeria, but sadly, Abiola had led a campaign for the repatriation from foreign countries, and the West was not pleased about that. And that is why America had a very strong hand in the annulment of the June 12th. It did not just happen, not just Americans did that. I remember that I was an American ambassador when the last person to meet Abiola when he suddenly started coughing and eventually died. I was the ambassador at the point in time. Let's also remember that a minister sergeant in the Libyan army, Samuel Doe, was the one who overthrew William government in what has been known to be the blood coup group in the history of Libya. Yet, 2 years after, the same man whose hands were stained with blood, gushing with it, not just stained, goes to Washington, D.C., and the president rolled out a red carpet for him and welcomed him with open hands. He even called him the chairman, Doc. Reagan did this because Doc was there to protect Americans' interests in the Western Sahara. See, if you are willing to be used by the West, they don't care for how long they will use you and dump you. That is what is happening. So Nigerians should not be expecting anything spectacular, from foreigners saying the international community So you don't hear our brother, now they talk, so you don't see a face. So he's saying in ambassador, now be the Nigerian ambassador to the US at that point in time. He said, so you know what happened? He said, now when, according to Ramo, you hear the news, not be me talk Ramo. He said, now when one of the Americans don't come, talk to the man and everything, now the guy start to the cough. That's MKO Abiola. He said, so may we not go back in memory, he said, because we'll dig many dust. He said, we'll dig many things where we say, we don't want to see, we don't want to hear. He said, so they know what they do. He said, they caught Tinubu. Why matter they caught? Now that's the verse most people. So that call where they caught Tinubu. I told him, let me say they don't accept her. You get me now? Say they don't accept Tinubu. Say, well, say, Nigeria's president. They don't accept Tinubu. We not say may they not accept whoever Nigerians don't vote for, but there is contention in the sense that this election was seriously, fiercely contested, and as though that's not bad enough. People don't go court. Some of the frontline candidates don't go court. Say may we go look the matter, make court decide. Or say because the way the thing they be so, not correct. We not they happy. They express their unhappiness over this matter. I say not correct now. How go your day like this? Say something go your day happen. Everybody fold and cross leg. No. Not acceptable. Now that not acceptable. So now be the bone of contention. Say well, see me they wait. Make court decide. In fact, some group will say, can we hasten the judgment? Make everybody present the evidence before court quickly. They make court make a decision fast before they do inauguration, because according to the system, they do one inauguration now, called another inauguration again. However, some people say no. Why? Why they go say they must do inauguration? Where they say we go sit down, they look. When they see how things they go, but some people not they happy. They say no. Why? Like this man, I know they happy. Chuks not they happy. Say why America will call Tinubu? They tell us they go work with her. But if you can't look at the other side, we will look another way. For now, be the person who say be like the figure in quote and unquote, because Nigerian politicians, the ones who they APC, they push say inauguration must hold. And they never agree to that point. Say, say nature does not accept vacuum. So nobody do finally finalize, say, let's wait. Buhari, for instance, stay office for another 4 weeks. May we finalize these proceedings. After we finalize them, then may we just do inauguration once and for all. Nobody do talk that matter. In fact, they argue, say, they must do inauguration. Now that's it on the tire people. So say why the hate? In fact, INEC chairman, he rush. Why men slept? Go find out the meaning of why men slept. You go understand where they come from. You go get the parable. Why men slept, he announce results. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.